Alright, good morning. This is my Hobonichi 2020 unboxing. I actually ordered this directly from the Hobonichi site on the day of the release, which was September 1st, I think 11 a.m. Japan time. So for me, it was August 31st. I was actually supposed to get it September 10th, but it didn't come into my possession until yesterday, September 14th. Just because no one was home to sign for it, so I had to schedule a redelivery. So we're gonna start and try opening this guy. So yeah, this was directly from the Hobonichi site from Japan, and I'm super excited because this is my second year using a Hobonichi and my first time ordering direct from the Japan site. Woo. The packaging is really well done. There it is. So it will come in this Hobonichi box if you order it directly from the Japan site. I think my box is smaller than some people's because my order probably was not as big. Alright. So, once words were engraved on stones, once words were exchanged from mouth to mouth. I guess people could not help it because they were so precious. We all want to keep words alive. Safety matches, fireplace chat. So they always have like some kind of quote on here on the box when you open it. So here we go. So I ordered, I ordered a couple things because I thought that, well, since I am already spending $30 on shipping to get stuff from Japan, that I would order a couple things just to make the shipping all worth it, and I'll tell you what I got. So let's just move this guy aside. Alright. Let's talk about the things that were in the box this year. So I think last year's gift, the free gift that they give last year, depending on what kind of products you buy, it came with like a little bear figurine. This year, I believe this is a Japanese card game. I don't know what it's called, and I don't know how to play it, so let me open that for you. So, let's see. These, I assume, are the instructions. I can't read Japanese, so I'll have to look into that later. Oh, okay. Alright, I don't know if you can see right here. Let me get closer. They're like little playing cards, I think. I'll have to do research as to what the name, as to what the kind of game this is or how to play it. Get more info on that, but I think there's this set with words, with just words, and then there's this set with pictures and words. So I'm not going to get into too much into that because, you know, I don't really know anything about it just yet, so we'll put that back in its box. The next thing that I got is the new 2020 Hobonichi Weeks in the color, I think it's called Ramyun. Camden. Oops. So this is a really pretty blue color. I don't know how you would describe it. It's not a sky blue or a light blue. It's almost like a periwinkle. So I had a Hobonichi last year. This one that I got from Amazon. It was a yellow one, and focus please. It was a yellow one, and what I noticed, I actually was contemplating on whether or not I would go back to the Hobonichi system. I did like the paper. I liked the way it was organized, and I love the size, the compactness, and how thin it was. And I already paid quite a bit of money to get this Chic Sparrow cover last year, so I thought, I was shopping around for other planner systems, but I really couldn't turn down, or I couldn't ignore the fact that this really is the perfect size for me. I did not get the mega version of the Weeks because I didn't use it that much. The extra pages at the end, I didn't use it that much. So if you see, I'll flip to the back of my old one. You can see I didn't use the back that much. I mean, I still have a lot of pages left. I did use it, but there are still a lot of pages that are unused, so I don't really think the Weeks was something, or the Weeks Mega was something that I needed. So I opted for this color this year, so nothing new. It's really cute, but not much more to say about that. Life book. Oh, this is for the Techo. Alright. Cool. I also got a pencil board for both the Weeks and the Techo that I'm going to unbox. So this is a pencil board in the A6 size. It's supposed to go with this guy when it's in this box, and I'll show you that in a minute. You just stick it in your Hobonichi, and it acts as, I guess, as a barrier to protect the pages underneath as you write, so you're not imprinting, or the pressure of your handwriting isn't, showing on the subsequent pages. So I got, this is a brown blue in the A6 size, and I got this to go with the Weeks. If I can get it to open. Alright. So this is I feel like this is a gray, dark gray. It's different. So this is brown blue. This is almost like a dark brown, or like a gray, dark gray, pink color. And this is supposed to go with the Weeks. So let me just show you. So let's say I'm writing on the side of the page. I would stick this underneath, and it fits pretty much perfectly, and it acts as it gives me like a harder surface to write on underneath, so that the imprint of my writing doesn't go onto the pages underneath. So that's a pencil board. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, it fits in quite nicely. There's no overhang, barely any overhang. There's a little Today tab there, so that goes with that. Okay, what I'm most excited about and what I think is quite an investment is the 2020 to 2024 5-year Hobonichi Techo. So it comes in this nice cardboard box. You have your informational pamphlet. Kind of an example of how people use it. And another reason why I really went back to the Hobonichi is because of their Tomoe River paper. I do want to use my fountain pens more, and so I need fountain pen friendly paper. So they also include a sheet of the Tomoe River paper in that Hobonichi 5-year format. So your 2020, 2021, 22, 23, 24, and then a blank side. So this paper is good for kind of designing or kind of figuring out your layout, how you want to use it, or even if just a pen test. So that's nice. All right. This is the Hobonichi 5-year Techo, and the reason that I wanted to get this, even though I'm totally not a diary kind of person, or I don't keep a journal of any kind, I really liked the idea of being able to see what happened on a particular day last year, or the year before, or the year before that. So I just felt that, I think I'm going through a different life stage, or I will be going through different life stages within the next 5 years. So I wanted something that I can use to keep a record of all the crazy stuff that's going to happen. If you must know, I am currently 25, and so in 5 years I'll be 31 or almost 31 because I'm turning 26 this year. So I wanted something small and compact, a good memory keeper. I did write some kind of weekly journal entries in my Hobonichi weeks this year, and I really enjoyed going back and reading what I wrote and getting a good laugh out of it, because it's honestly so ridiculous, some of the things that I write down, and it's also endearing and funny. Some of the memories, like, you just don't think that they matter or they're that important, but you read back and it gives you a good chuckle sometimes, or maybe just like huge life events that you want to look back on. So I wanted to try out the 5-year from Hobonichi because, again, Tomoe River paper. I really want to use fountain pens more. I have some, but there's, with my job as a teacher and grading the papers, student papers that I grade are not at all fountain pen friendly. So it's just, I never use it. So because of that reason. So my first impression of this is that it's quite hefty. And it reminds me, and it reminds a lot of people, of a Bible because of this kind of flexible PVC plastic kind of cover. But it's almost, it's not a cheap plastic. It's very much a leatherette kind of cover. So I really like that. I also ordered a cover for this Hobonichi, and I'll show you that when it gets here. But you open it, Hobonichi 2020 2024. You have your yearly calendars throughout the years. And you jump straight into what the rest of the book will look like. So you have 5 spaces, and this is for January 1st. And each January 1st or each date, you have a place to make a small entry. And on this side, you have a blank area. So very much like the Hobonichi weeks. And I think I would use this space as like an area for extra writing if I run out of room on this side, or a place to kind of stick small photos or mementos from certain days. Another reason why I like the idea of a 5-year journal is because the space, the entry space, is quite small, and it encourages one to be very succinct about what they're writing. And so sometimes I feel like I'm a person with not many exciting things happening every single day, but I still do want to keep some sort of record of the weather or how I felt and what I did that day. And so I don't like the idea of having just a blank journal and having a ton of space to write in, because it feels very intimidating to have all this blank space and you're sitting there and you feel like, well, I have nothing to write about, or nothing at all happened today. But with a small space like this, I feel it becomes very manageable to just write a couple lines every day about what happened and what I did that day, or what the weather was like, or even just a small space to put in a quote or a small excerpt from something I'm reading that stood out to me that day. So I'm really hoping that I can stick to this, because I am the kind of person to jump from planner to planner or journal to journal. So I think I'm hoping that the small spaces, or the small spaces for each of the years, is something that I can stick with. So it is a Japanese version. I'm not sure if there's an English version of this, but you can see here along the edges of the paper that they have all the months, so you can quickly like flip to October or quickly flip to August along the edge here. So I like that, and it's really a no-nonsense notebook. There isn't that much extra space for miscellaneous things. I think at the end here, yeah, at the end there's just an extra page for each year. So 2020, 2020, 2021, 22, 23, 24, and I think this is a gift tracker. So for people who want to, let me get closer. Yeah, people, if you want to keep track of gifts or things that you're getting or giving to people, I'm assuming this is the date. Yeah, I don't read Japanese at all, so some sort of gift tracker. Addresses for up to 6 people. And a list. So again, I don't read Japanese, but maybe like your top 10 books or your top 10 songs kind of thing. So I think there are 8 lists here that you can make. And some more things. Don't know what this is. Seems like there's dates on here. Maybe holidays or something. Again, I don't read Japanese, don't know. Personal notes on the back. Maybe who it belongs to. Again, I don't know. So I just plan to use it as a daily record for the next 5 years. So I'm very excited for that. I'm excited to maybe check in with you guys at the half year mark after I start this journal, and at the year mark to see and to give an update on how well I've been using this, my thoughts about it. So it is a very high quality book. So I can't believe it's only August. No, it's September. So we won't be able to use this for another 3 months or something. So very exciting. So that is it for my Hobonichi unboxing. I didn't get any stickers or anything like that because I have so many already. So the main things are just this and this, and this one, the Hobonichi Weeks, will take the place of this one. Once the year is done, it will go back into my Chic Sparrow. And I'll do another video on the cover that I bought for the Hobonichi Weeks 5-year Techo. So if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. Hopefully I can help you answer them. And that is it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!